look at this guy's team. He's got a very heavy Evo team as well. Okay, I cannot remember on a sixpence anything really, but I cannot remember every single content creator's name just off the top of my head, I'm afraid. Let's go, Black Stenius. Lovely goal, that. Come on. Love it. Love it. Lubbly jubbly. Can you do polls for the challenges? You could. Josh's Twitter is in the chat somewhere there. Josh XLs. Go and tweet him if you've got some ideas. That's an unbelievable. Like, hello, Vincent Kompany is literally fouling me as he scores that. Sorry, EA. That is against the rules. Using somebody as leverage is not in the rules. Oh, 3-0 up to 3-3. Really frustrating.
Is it going to end with them scoring the winning goal? Oh, he's gone for goal. Oh, it's astonishing. One of the greatest comebacks you're ever likely to see. And that's been a great match. And a loss of concentration.
Yeah, come on. Damn it, man. Oh, yeah. Damn, I'm actually more tempted to take 87 Odegaard for that FODs, baby. Come on then, the Arsenal boys. Now, daily play. I need to play one more. And then we'll get 500 more XP as well, which is quite nice. Rivals bonus we're working through as well, which is quite nice. But let's go and get... oh, yeah, evolutions. I think I just need 2 more wins now with Kiros, right? 1 more win by 2 goals and 2 more wins in general. So... hopefully, I'll get 1 more win by 2 goals in rivals. If not, I'll play 1 game in squad battles to get that first upgrade. All right. Lucky Strikes. He's got the Arsenal badge. Must have looked away. Van Dijk, Koeman, Zidane and Baps. Debio, Son, Stoichkov. Jesus Christ, man. All right. Come on. Mate. Game is again so heavy, man. I've got the block in there as well. Oh, it's really unlucky. Come on, Gabby. Let's go. Let's go, Gio. Come on. I need to do that a bit more because I do see her there quite often. And I always ignore the cross because he's like 5'6", you know. Come on, Black Stenius. Let's go. Come on, then. Oh, no way. Schmeichel saved that. That's outrageous. I should have taken a touch. I didn't think I needed to. No. EA, please. You're absolutely out of your goddamn mind. We all knew where that was aimed. And you just decided to put it somewhere else. And he scored off of it. What a joke, man. What a joke. Come on now. What a bang that is. Black Stenius is delightful. Delightful. Come on now. Let's go. Oh, we are playing very, very, very good FC24 here. Very good. Because these players, like, we're at high Division 4 now, nearly into Division 3. We're coming up against literal super teams. And they are also very good players. Man, in the 4-4-2, I was getting overrun by this guy. I switched into the 4-3-2-1. And massive, massive changes. Yeah, I think we're on a streak now again, aren't we? So we're just 2 wins away from Division 3 now, which is amazing because I couldn't get out of Division 6 about 3 weeks ago. All right, what did we do off the back of that? We did the daily play. Bosch. Geo Cold, she's so good, man. Camera angle clear. Dave, I'm saying, man. I am saying. It has to be. It has to be a big part of it. It has been a drastic difference since camera angle change. Alhinia there as well. We need to do Stuani. We've got a lot of time on him. The rivals bonus, we're working through it. Milestones, we're working through it. Yeah, so for Gio now, we need 1 more win. That's the first the first segment done. Then what do we need to do? Score 5, win 5, play 3. So I'll play 3 and do the rest on squad battles. And then I need to play 5, score 4, win 3. Might do it on champs qualifiers, I don't know. Honestly, like, guys, you see how good she is as an 85 rated striker with her current stats. Once she gets Travella Plus and Rapid and Quick Step, and then has these stats with a Hawk Chem style, she's actually going to be phenomenal. Like, genuinely fucking phenomenal. Sorry for swearing. This team, I'm in love with this team. Like, I'm really glad I decided to go back to playing with just an Arsenal team. Havertz is probably one of the weaker links. I might play the other Havertz. Because I don't even use his whip pass at all. Maybe having a shadow on him and putting him at left back and putting Catley into the midfield might be better because her passing is much better. I think I will do that. You got left mid? No, just left wing. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to give him shadow. But I built a 5-2-2-1 just in case I need to go far back. I haven't used it at all yet, so I might build a different. I might go 4-4-2 there and then start in the 4-4-2-4 to have Catley in. I built the 4-5-1. I haven't used it. I built the 4-3-2-1. I've used from time to time. But I generally switch between 4-4-2 and 4-3-2-1, and that seems to be good enough for me. Yeah, even Black Stenius, man. She's delivering. She is delivering. 74 and 46 in 105 games. That is a phenomenal return. Like, it's so weird, right? Because I know, like, the way I am mentally plays, like, a massive part. But if I played the way I've just played the last 5 or 6 games in Rivals today in Champs instead, I'm coming away with at least 14 wins, if not 16 or 18. Because I'm putting away, like, really good players with insane teams. But yeah, overall, guys, I mean, thoroughly enjoying playing with this team. 763 games on Ramsdale. 241 on Ben White now. I've actually quite enjoyed him at right back. This is the sort of card that if we can get just one more Evo on him, he's going to be elite. And it would be nice if we get a skill move upgrade on him. But I just need a bit of pace. Get him like 5 pace. His passing's good. Like, what I like about his passing is short pass, long pass is great. Vision's good. Crossing, free kick accuracy, curve, who really cares? His dribbling's quite good, like really good other than agility and balance. But we're one away. Because also what I really like about White is got great play styles. Got the long ball pass. He's got block. He's got technical, which is great for the RB dribbles down that right-hand side. He's nice and tall at 6'1". He's got medium-high work rates, which has saved me having to set him to stay back while attacking. He's just a little bit slow. Saliba as well. I need that agility and balance upgrade for him quite badly, to be fair, and the stamina as well. Although anticipate on him is quite nice. If he gets a team of the year, beautiful. Jakob Kivior. 600 games on Jakob Kivior now. That's mad. Yeah, Kivior, good passing. A little heavy on dribbling. Good play styles on Kivior. I really like his passing spread. But just a little bit off the pace. And then Catley's insane. How many games on her now? 199. This Martinelli's brilliant as well. Really like him. He doesn't get the most output because he kind of plays right mid. Or like right forwards. So he doesn't really get the most in terms of goals and assists. But he's very, very good. Yeah, Kivior was the guy that scored the own goal, yeah. Then we've got Little. She's insane. I actually don't know why I took her out of the team. Having her in the midfield is ridiculous. Don't really have a defensive midfielder, though, which obviously when I switch into the 4-3-3, that's what helps. Odegaard's brilliant. We're up on 640 goals on him now. 640 games, sorry. Havertz, we've got 104, but I am very tempted to start Gio Quiroz at left mid and start the other Havertz back up front. But now that this Gio Quiroz got 200 goals now, is about to get the 5-star weak foot and that big boost, that's going to be ridiculous. She's already ridiculous, but she's going to be ridiculous. And then Stina Black Stenius. Delightful. And then Cooney Cross. I'm very tempted to take Odegaard out of the team once Cooney Cross gets upgraded to an 88. Because she's got good defensive qualities as well. And will have set piece specialist and has incisive pass, even though not incisive pass plus. And has technical as well, which is quite nice. All right, guys, as we get into some gameplay. Not some gameplay. Lots of gameplay today. We have, of course, taken some comments from the comment section. Before we get into the first comments, the goal for me last night as I was playing these games was to get Gio Quiroz finished. I'm going to go into a bit more detail into certain things upon one of the comments, but I really want to get everyone that's going to be in the starting lineup fully evoed by the weekend league, because I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, guys. I'm feeling it. Anyway, if you guys are enjoying the content, of course, drop a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let's take some of these comments. Where's my mouse pointer gone? There it is. The first one is from Jose Sainz. There's somehow managed to get 11-0 this weekend. I'm nowhere near elite level. Maybe I got lucky matchmaking, but I got about 8 rage quits. I usually scrape 9 to 10 wins. I couldn't believe my eyes. So this actually doesn't really have anything to do with me and my experience, although I've had a few really unlucky matchmakings, like the weekend just gone when I was 3-1. We matched against a guy who was 8-1, and that's just awful matchmaking. But I have actually seen quite a lot of times like massive mismatch making. One of the most notable for me was Bateson, who was, I think Viper said at the time, was like 15-1 or 15-2, matched against Viper, who was like 1-0. And it's like, that's just not fair matchmaking. And it's one of those things where EA have been open to a degree with how matchmaking works, right? And back when it was 30 games in an actual top 100, you could see the top 100 and who they matched against. And the idea is, for the way the matchmaking is supposed to work, is that if you're like, your wins minus your losses is your form. So if you're 5 wins, 3 losses, you're on 2 form. And the idea is you're supposed to match up against people who have a similar form to you. Now, obviously, it would be quite difficult, especially in like, especially in regions where there's not as many people playing and things like that. It would be quite difficult to always give you a guaranteed 1-for-1 matchmaking. You know, if you're +5, to find somebody +5 would be hard. But the wildness of where it actually is generally really surprising. And we used to have Champs Channel, and you used to be able to see who the top 100 matched up against. And it was always a wild discrepancy, in spite of the fact that EA said that they would try to match you up against somebody within a range of you. Now that we don't have Champs Channel, the best you can do is just message somebody afterwards and ask them, hey, what was your record? And that's not always like worthwhile either, because people lie, people don't respond. You know, sometimes it's just get toxic messages back. And it just keeps going on to that whole, like, you know, you could feel like you're not a great player and be 11-0. And then there's some weeks where I personally, like, end up playing against what I feel like is loads of incredible players during the week. And this is where, again, like, I always let myself down, right? This is where I always let myself down with, like, the mentality of things. And I hope that's changing. It changed a lot during these games here, which, again, we will get into as long as I don't waffle on too long. We've got about another 12, 13 minutes of gameplay here. And that mentality is, in my head, the further up the ranks I go, the harder the games get. But that's just not the truth of the matter, not always. Because you could be in your first game and you can match up against Tex. You could be in your 10th game, you can match up against Tex. You could be in your 10th game, you could match up against another person that's sitting there going, I don't even know how I'm at 8-0. You know, so it's one of those things, again, where it's like, I certainly would do well to just not even pay attention to my record. And it's usually always the reason why, at least this year specifically, I've gone from, you know, a terrible start, usually getting only like, Jesus, honestly, like 5 or 6 wins in the first 10 games. It's been that bad. And usually end on 12 or 13 wins. And the reason that happens is because by time my mentality is, oh, I've already lost too many, I can't get 14 wins, I play without pressure. And so when playing without pressure, I just win because I'm playing better. And then I end up winning more, and then I end up ruining those dumb losses because I was playing under pressure. And sometimes I'm playing against somebody who's not even good, and I'm in my head, they're like pro level. And so one thing that I would be interested to see next weekend league, if you guys remember, or if you even care to, maybe you don't, just after every game, or after every game that you think there was like a massive disparity in quality of opponent, maybe you're that much better than your opponent or that much worse than your opponent, just shoot them a message and ask them what their record is. And then let me know what their record is and what your record is. Because it'd be interesting to get an understanding of how wild the matchmaking is. Because if the matchmaking is genuinely a bit all over the place, I will probably approach the way I play champs a lot differently. And I know that's stupid. I shouldn't do that because of something else. But hey, that's where we're at. Anyway, the next comment is from Sneaky Alpaca. And he says, thank God FIFA came up with Evos. I don't know if I'd be as interested without it. So, I mean, first of all, FIFA didn't come up with Evos. I get what you're saying, though. Thank God FIFA or FC have introduced Evos into the game. And after I read your comment, because I read it last night, as I was like trying to figure out which comments I wanted and such. I read your comment and I thought to myself, you know what? I almost definitely would not still be playing this Road to Glory or this game generally if it wasn't for Evos. I almost definitely would have been in a position where I was either doing themed Road to Glories every sort of like 2 or 3 weeks like we used to, where I was just kind of playing casually with a super team, or like, you know, I probably would have started spending FIFA points on this account by now, or I just wouldn't be playing it and I'd be playing like So Rare or something else. And this is going to tie in with the next comment as well, but in spite of all of the occasions where I've actually been upset and frustrated at this game and this series and playing with a team that has been quite subpar, I have 100% played more FC24 by the 9th of January in a game cycle than I have played any game cycle this much ever before. And it's not even close. I don't even think it's like, oh, maybe like 50 to 100 games. I think it's hundreds of games more, maybe even like 500 games more I've played this year compared to what I had played in previous years. And it is solely down to evolutions. Even if we look at the Shitters account, where there's also been hundreds and hundreds of games played on that account. Okay, not all by me. Josh has done a lot in squad battles. But I've played the living life out of this game, and it is solely down to Evos. So I really hope that EA can build on Evos next year and really see the value that at least a core group of their kind of like customer base get from Evos, because they are genuinely brilliant. And what I said before about tying in with another comment is Yopi says, I like the change you made to the RTG to add non-Arsenal players. But I just saw this video and it feels like the Arsenal Evo RTG is back. It feels like a different video with this team. It also changes the way you play the game. Keep up the good vids, Nep. Appreciate you very much. Well, first of all, thank you for the kind comment. It's really nice. And you're not the only person that was like, yes, the Arsenal cards are back. And I didn't realize how much of a kind of like a cult following, even if you're not an Arsenal fan, playing with just the Arsenal team had. Now, when I made the change and put in Pele and Hullet and Zidane, it was definitely the right thing to do at the time, because the team that I had was so far behind the power curve and I was in my head so much and I was playing poorly so much that I needed a change. And what I'm probably going to say is as well is that I will almost definitely do that again at some stage, whether that's Team of the Year, whether that's another big promo slightly afterwards, but I will almost definitely go and put in again a whole bunch of big players when I feel like the team is massively behind the power curve. Where we're at right now, you know, with this Gio Quiroz card, with this Catley card, with this Cooney Cross card, with even Erdegaard, Martinelli, who's a beast, you know, we've got Blackstenius, who's a beast, and having a bench that does have Wright, Bergkamp, Pele, and Hullet. And you'll see in these games, if you're paying attention enough, that only ever in the second half, but in the second half, and sometimes not at all, but in the second half, usually I am bringing on those better players. And sometimes, and it's like I would be making subs anyway, and they're the ones on the bench. But this team feels like it's getting back up to not on par with these guys' teams. I mean, look at the teams I'm coming up against, man. Everyone has got the most insane players. It's outrageous, right? Not on par with these guys' teams. But getting back to being good enough to the point where I can actually play with the team and compete. You know, I was 1 win away from Division 3 about 3 or 4 times during this bank of games today and yesterday. By the time we end today, I'm back on a streak and I'm back again being 1 win away from Division 3. And even with the subs of Hullet, Wright, Burkamp and Pele, I still think Division 3, or on the cusp of Division 3 with this Arsenal team, is outrageously good. And I'm not sure if if it's a culmination of all things at once or just one thing that stands out. But the things that have kind of like changed over the last week or so is we have got a little bit of a better team. I've taken off all custom tactics and switching between. I built 5 tactics: a 3 at the back, a 5 at the back, a 4-5-1, 4-3-2-1, and a 4-4-2. That's the default. I only really switched between the 4-3-2-1 and the 4-4-2. But even just having that switch and switching that formation regularly in games seems to be having a massively positive impact. Now, the common denominator of these games that I'm losing and winning is I'm conceding a lot of goals, and it speaks volumes again about where this defense is and how desperate I am for a big upgrade on my centre backs. Right, I need somebody that either has Anticipate Plus or has much better agility and balance, or that just has better stats, more pace. You know, like all of the key things that make the centre backs good. I kind of need that, and I'm missing that right now. It is rumoured that Ilestedt may well be a good option for Team of the Year. If she gets a Team of the Year card, that would be delightful because she's got Anticipate Plus already. So if she gets another Playstyle Plus, that would be even better. But the thing that I'm noticing the most that I'm really liking is that I'm scoring a lot of goals. And I'm playing a consistently high level of player, obviously at the top of Division 4, and a consistently extremely high level of team. And I won't face this level of player this often in Champs. So I'm really hopeful, again, that the differences we've made have made a big difference on what we're going to do in Champs going forwards. And I know it sounds weird and it might be a big placebo. And we talked about it in a previous video just yesterday or the day before. But the changing camera angle has made a wild difference to how I'm playing. And you just don't think it would. And I have a whole bunch of other comments that I'm not going to get to because I'm running out of time already again. But I want to go to the last comment that I picked because it kind of like ties in with this camera angle change. And it goes from Gino RL. And he says, bruh, those 3 Trivellas at 27.19 in yesterday's video, I scored 3 ridiculous Trivellas, 2 specifically ridiculous ones, one with Erdegaard and one with Martinelli, and then a good one with Gio Quiroz that I thought anyway. He says, like, I don't think I've ever seen a more broken mechanic in FIFA, and I've played since FIFA 14, only missing like 1 or 2 FIFAs. You probably missed FIFA 19 that had the most broken game mechanic, I'd say, and that's saying something. The fact that you can genuinely win Champs games with ease by hitting outside the box shots from crazy angles, all because you green timed it, which isn't even hard to do, and I didn't even green time 2 of them, I think. And let's be real, if Nep conceded 3 goals like that, he'd be proper annoyed. And first of all, you're absolutely right. I conceded a goal earlier in this video from Mohamed Salah, where the guy just pops a random pass, like the ball drops to Mohamed Salah out of nowhere on like 35 yards out, and he just presses shoot with a finesse shot on it, and the ball flies in the top corner. It's like, man, you can't even prepare for that. Like, if somebody's like quick enough to see that option and then just bang it like I just did there with Catley, I didn't even green that with Catley either. It's really frustrating. It's really annoying because it's effortless, and that, I mean, that goes back into the problems that we've talked about with the game this year, is that it's really hard to do the easy things in this game and really easy to do the hard things in this game. And what I mean by that is it's really hard to just pass the ball simply between players to obvious passes to obvious players with even like good passes and good pass power. It's hard to take throw-ins in this game. It's hard to just pass a free kick in this game. And it shouldn't be, because they're the easy things. Yet it's incredibly easy, as you just saw there with what I did with Martinelli. It's incredibly easy to score from 40 yards out. It's incredibly easy to score finesse shots and Trivellas and the power volleys that are popped out from like 40 yards. It's incredibly easy to do the really hard things. And it's why this game is incredibly frustrating. Obviously, if you're very good at doing the easy and the hard things, you're just in dreamland, right? But the reason why this tied in with the previous comment is because the Trivellas that you're seeing me hit now, the Trivellas that you're seeing me score now, including this one here, is a genuine 100% direct correlation between me changing my camera. The way I was before, where I had the carp camera at 20 height 0 zoom, and now I'm on telebroadcast 20 height 0 zoom. The way I was before on the carp camera, the way the angle of the camera is I get to see a shot like that, what I scored with Erdegaard. Whereas when I had the camera angle before, and look at that shot, that's so, I would never, ever, ever have tried that shot before. And I think about the way I behave sometimes when people do things where I'm like, why would you even try that? Like, that's just not even on. Maybe they've just got a camera angle where they see it, genuinely. And then when you start seeing it, it becomes muscle memory. Then when it becomes muscle memory, you don't even need the camera angle for it. But maybe, just maybe, I concede a lot of things that I think look the most idiotic things because I can't see what they see. And this camera angle change has made a massive, massive difference to that. But that is going to be the end of the gameplay. That is GeoKiros done. So let's go and claim her. All right, guys, after a serious night of FC24, lots of rivals games, some losses, some wins. Every game I lost was by 1 goal again. I seem to just concede a lot of goals, and it is, again, an issue with this team. So hopefully when we get the Yuri and Timber, that'd be nice. Maybe a better goalkeeper. I might buy Petr Cech, I haven't decided. Or, you know, maybe me just being better at the game. However, with that being said, I'm in a much better place with how I'm playing this game, and it actually feels nice. I'm competitive in the top of Division 4 against incredible teams and very good players, which is nice. Now then, objectives. I don't think I've done anything new. Might have the odd pack here or there to open with you guys. Oh, nothing new there. Nothing new there. But we have finished. And this is going to be finishing today's video. We have finished the 88 GeoKiros. She has been brilliant during the games that we played with her. Now she is insane. Like, literally insane. Hosea Dubry is going to be who we go for next. And when we look at that team, she now has Travella Plus 5-star weak foot. And I don't need this chem style. We're taking off the Hunter because of that big pace boost. We are putting on the Hawk. And this card is going to be incredible. 99 pace, 98 positioning, 99 finishing, shot power, and long shots. 87 aggression, 89 strength, and 84 jumping with great dribbling, good passing. Travella Plus, which is great. The only thing that's a bit sad about both GeoKiros and Steph Catley, she's brilliant as well, is the fact that they're from the women's team. Now, I've got nothing against them, obviously. I love the Arsenal women, starting to learn a lot more about the Arsenal women, which I never cared about before this. But wouldn't it be nice to have some of the men up at this level? Like, we've literally, our best players are all the women, not the men. But that is going to be the end for today. If you did enjoy this, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And for now, guys, peace.